This is the Learning Theory Application Assignment, Unit 2. My chosen theory is the Social Activism Theory for EP 705 by Amanda Rios. John Dewey is an American philosopher, psychologist, and educational reformer. John Dewey's voice had continuing influence on educational practice. In many ways, he was thought of as the grandfather of constructivism. His beliefs about education reflected radical activism. John Dewey's beliefs were very much shaped by his direct involvement in the social and cultural issues of the time. John Dewey closely identified with the progressive education movement, and his principles and concepts focused in direct opposition to those in education during that period. The social activism theory tells us that this is a theory based on the belief that the social consciousness was the ultimate aim of all education, and learning was useful only in the context of social experiences. The theory also tells us that curriculum should reflect students' interests. Curriculum topics should integrate with one another. Education is growth. Education occurs when it is connected to life, and learning should be hands-on and experience-based. The importance and the implication of social activism theory is that Dewey believed that education is taught through the personal experience of students. By integrating student experiences, the teacher is then able to use that experience in relation to the lesson to help the students build their own understanding of the lesson. Education occurs through the connection with life rather than through the participation in the curriculum. There are three key elements in social activism theory. Those three key elements are learning, growth, and curriculum. Let's take a look at these three key elements. Learning requires social interaction in education. Learning also includes growth because life is education itself. And the curriculum includes that this arises from students' interests. The role of the teacher in a social activism theory includes the teacher is the facilitator. So the teacher is one that helps bring outcomes. The teacher is the catalyst, so they bring quick action and change. And the teacher is the monitor and evaluates student progress. The importance in educational technology with social activism theory tells us that Dewey's principles would have likely included technologies such as use of the web to help students communicate with each other and learn more about their society. Dewey emphasized the need for cooperative learning. Cooperative learning would mesh well with technologies used for developing group projects and presentations. Learning technology techniques in social activism theory includes fostering group cooperation skills. The needs and problems that would be addressed include students need to be able to work with others to solve problems and create products. Here, students will be able to communicate and collaborate to do effective internet research, learn from diverse sources, locally and globally, create multimedia expressions of learning, and design and create solutions. One particular learning platform is that of Eduscape. Eduscape is a social innovation company dedicated to developing and implementing effective solutions to challenging and systemic issues that elevate the educational experience for all learners. Eduscape is a social innovation company, once again, and they are dedicated to developing and implementing those challenges and systemic issues for students to gain a further experience for all learners. Important implications for programs like Eduscape are that Programs like robotic and coding programs in schools have revolutionized the way we teach science, engineering, technology, and mathematics. Students use critical thinking skills and problem-solving skills while being immersed in real-life examples. Those robotic and coding programs investigate the hows and the whys of problems and questions. The references are included here. Thank you for taking the time to look and listen to my presentation. Thank you.